there folks, it's Laura here. Now it's absolutely wonderful to see you all again. I didn't think it would be through this medium and I didn't think it would be in such unfortunate circumstances, but we have to deal with what we have basically. Now, I wanted to reassure you that through myself and also the Sail Bridge Club, we are going to be doing absolutely everything we can to keep you on track with your beginners lessons, make sure you're rolling through that content and you're also able to play bridge as well, because it wouldn't be that fun if you couldn't do that. Now, during this process, what we are going to need is a little bit of a commitment and open-mindedness from you, because of course we are moving online, and I know for some people that will be extremely uncomfortable. But please rest assured, we are here to help you through that, through every stage and any problem that you have, no matter how big or small it is, whether it's with the bridge or whether it's with the technology. So I just wanted to go through how we're actually going to do that. Now, first of all, we are still going to work along with the book that you've got, your beginner's book, but what we're going to do is we're going to put video content online so that basically you've got something to reinforce that. Now, the idea is you'll work through that throughout the week, then it'll come around to Monday evening between 6:30 and 8:30, and you'll actually jump online and complete an online lesson at that stage. Now, what will happen just before the session, you will be emailed out a link, and all you'll need to do is simply click on that link and that will actually take you to basically our giant video conference. Now, if you had any questions throughout the week in the content, the idea is that you can get on the email, send Lorraine or send me an email with the question that you've got, and then we'll address those throughout the discussion on Monday evening. So we'll be able to answer all those questions and hopefully cement the knowledge. And believe me, if you've got a question, so does everybody else. So it would be great if you could email those through in advance so we do know basically what we're dealing with and we can make sure we're making the best use of your time. Now, after we've gone through that Q&A session, what we're going to do is actually get you to play online. Now, for the first week, I've got 4 test guinea pigs who are going to play online, and pretty much everybody else is just going to watch them, and you'll be able to commentate and sort of provide your own opinions on what you think they should be doing. But we're going to get those 4 people to do that just to reassure you that it is doable. Now, what I wanted to do for today is just take you through a couple of things that I would like you to do in the meantime before we do get started on Monday evening. So let's take a look. So the first thing, there's going to be 2 main websites that we use. One is BridgeBase Online and the other is my BridgeVid site. We'll also be using a thing called Google Hangouts probably for the video conference, but I wouldn't worry about that too much, because all that'll be is just a link that you get sent and then you'll just need to click on that. At this stage, what I wanted to do is just focus on BridgeBase and also the link on my website. So first of all, the URL is www.bridgebase.com, bridgebase.com. And there'll also be a link to this in the email that you do get sent. Now, you could open up Internet Explorer or Firefox or Chrome, whichever browser you use, and pop that in there, and this should bring you to a page that looks something like this. Now, the most important thing at this stage is to get you playing, and the easiest way to do that is we click on this Just Declare button. Now, just be aware with this one, there's no bidding involved. This is just getting you familiar with using BridgeBase Online and playing the cards. So if you click on Just Declare, it'll take you into sort of this image. You will need to click on Play. I wouldn't even bother reading all this stuff. Just click on Play and away you go. So what actually happens is you get given your contract up here. So I'm in 4 spades by South. We can see that up the top. And here I am to play the cards. So I'm in the South position. The cards up here, the 10-4 of spades, Jack 10-8, 4 of hearts. These ones are all the North cards. I can't see my East or my West opponent. And basically what I'm doing is I'm going through the card play, and of course in 4 spades my aim's going to be 10 tricks. If you ever forget whose turn it is to play, always look for this yellow bar that's currently under the Queen 10 9 3 of clubs. That's basically whose turn it is to play and what cards they can play. So at this stage I'm going to play a club. It'll contribute that in the middle of the table. Of course we don't do this when we're actually playing, but for a computer program this is how they do it. And we'll put the king on that. Okay, so they've now made a switch and I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. At this stage, I could take a finesse, although I need to get rid of that Queen of Hearts on the Queen of Clubs. That's more important. So what I want to do is actually win my ace here, and you just go through and click through the cards. It's nice and easy to use. I'm going to take that discard before I do anything else. Quite strange, you normally don't do that before you draw trumps. And now I'll play out some trump cards. I just pop in the jack, see what happens. Ooh, I won that one. That's great. That's an expensive trick for them. They just crashed their queen and their ace. That's good for me. So what you'll find as you play through it, you're playing against robots. They're not necessarily always the best bridge players. They kind of do some strange things, but you can just play through it. If you wanted to, you can even claim. So up the top here, there's a claim button. And I'm getting 4 of the remaining tricks, so I'm making +1. And then at the end, it'll show you the hand. And if you wanted to move on to the next one, once you've had a bit of a look, simply click on continue. So this is really nice and easy to play. You don't need to sign up or anything like that. I wouldn't worry too much about the auctions, just worry about the contract that's up here. But if you did want to see the auction, you can click on it as well. And you can then click on it again to get rid of the auction. And you can just keep playing this forever if you like. So it's a really good way to practice your Declara play skills and also just get familiar with playing bridge online without any pressure. You're not playing against any people, just against the computer. Now there's also a scoreboard over here on the right hand side, and that just shows you the people who have been playing it for hours and hours and hours, who are on really good scores at the moment. If you wanted to, you can click through your results as well to see them. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'd just keep on playing. Now, another thing that's very similar to the BBO Just Declare function is also Bridge Master. So Bridge Master is basically the same, but in a way it's a lot better, because what it does is it provides you with a bit of coaching. It sometimes takes a little bit of time to load. I know Bridge Base Online is absolutely inundated with people at the moment. Now what you'll want to do is click on beginner up here, and then you'll click on A1 and click on that, and this will bring you to a hand. This time you sort of get to see all 4 positions at the table. Again, you get given a contract. So here I'm in 3 no trumps. It's a little bit different. It's down on the left hand side here, and what you can do is play through the deal. At the start, I'd really encourage you to stop and make a plan and figure out what you're gonna try to do. If you do get it right throughout the hand, you will get a nice gold star. On the flip side of that, if you get it wrong, you'll be told that you've failed. But the great part about using Bridge Master is you can click on this Show Solution button. And it actually talks you through what your plan should be. So for instance, here it starts off with, remember I'm in 3 no trumps, aiming for 9 tricks. There's 8 top tricks, 4 club tricks, and then you click on next and it'll keep going through it, 2 in each of hearts and diamonds. The defense has attacked spades and threatens, sorry, I just went a little bit too quickly there. The defense has attacked spades and threatens to take 5 tricks in that suit if South isn't careful. And so yeah, this is a way that you can, I guess, click through and read the explanations and really improve your card play. I'll let you know that the best bridge players out there who consistently get good results are the people who can play their cards properly. So this is a really good area to improve your card play. Now in terms of your other buttons that you've got play again. That takes you to the start of the same hand. You can also just work through saying next deal. Now in terms of using Bridge Base, this bar with 3 buttons right up the top is usually your place to navigate. And yeah, just what it says here, Bridge Master level 1 A2 is the hand that you're on. So they're 2 main functions of Bridge Base Online, and what I'd like everybody to do is basically spend the next few days or week using those Bridge Base Online functions and just getting comfortable with playing online. That's the most important thing. And when we meet up on Monday, what we're going to do is basically have a look at what it's like when you actually get 4 people playing at a table online and how they go about that. Now in terms of the other site that's going to be useful for you, This is through my site, bridgevid.com, and at the end of that, we're just putting /sale. And what's going to happen here is it's going to bring you to a site that is specifically for you. Again, there's going to be a link in the email that's going to be sent out. Now, each week, what we're going to do is upload some videos that you'll be able to look at, which go over the content that your book works on for that particular week. So the idea is to watch the videos. If you've got any questions, email Lorraine or email myself, and also work through your book at home. And then what we'll do on the Monday session at 6:30 is we'll go through those questions that we have been emailed by people throughout the week. So yeah, these will be updated quite regularly. You can pause and rewind them or rewatch them at a later stage. Also, just in terms of your settings that you can do, this little box down the bottom here, you've got 4 corners. You can press that and that'll actually make it into a full screen mode. Unless you've got an ad blocker, you might also get some little ads down the bottom here. And what you can do is actually just press this little X. That's going to close that, so it is just that full screen size. And your toggles down the bottom here are what you use to play and to pause the video. If you wanted to skip ahead or rewind, you can click on the red bar and simply change where in the video that you did want to watch. There's a few other settings that some people like to do. If you wanted to, you could change it to be a little bit slower. So this was down at this little cog here. Playback speed, and then you could slow it down to 0.75 or speed it up if you wanted to. Just a word of warning, if you do slow it down, it can sound a little funny some of the time. The other thing, if you wanted to, if your computer's going really slow or something like that, you can also change the quality. So again, that setting button, then you go quality, and you could drop it down to basically half the video quality or something like that, and it'll just mean that it's using less internet when you do actually watch the video. So the lucky last thing, just with how we're going to operate the Monday sessions, from about 5:45 or so, you'll be emailed a link, just a web link, and all you'll have to do is click on that bit that's the link, and you will be taken to our video conference. Now, when you're there, we will go through the options that exist, but basically we're going to try to encourage people to type in if they want to say something rather than speak in, just because there's going to be so many of us that we don't want to talk over the top of each other. And pretty much all you have to do is watch that screen for the 2 hours. If you happened to drop out, then you can just simply click that link again and you'll go back into it. Now, if you do think that you would prefer a little bit more support for the Monday session, definitely get in contact with Lorraine, or if you've got somebody who's in the group who you've got their contact details for and you've been working together, you might even want to go around to each other's houses if you're comfortable with doing that. Of course, we're sitting 1.5 meters away from each other, and you could actually do it as a small group if you wanted to, and if, of course, it was safe to do so. So that's what we're going to be doing in terms of our approach. Now, for the videos that I'm going to send out this week, I am also going to include a separate little video on how to sign up for Bridgebase Online. Now, the areas that I did just show you, they were completely free to use, and you didn't have to sign up or anything else. Everything that we will do on Bridgebase Online will be free. However, you do actually need to sign up for an account to be able to do the things that we're going to do in future weeks. And there's a separate video that goes through that. However, if you wanted to jump ahead and give it a go, all you need to do is click this login/register button up the top here. And then you can, once it loads in, click on become a member for free here, and it will take you to a form that you need to fill in. Just most importantly, don't worry about this bit that says ACBL number, but the rest of the prompts are pretty straightforward. But if you're not comfortable with just having a look at that, please feel free to watch the other video on how to sign up for a BBO account. So just to reiterate, I'm so looking forward to being involved in your lessons and the delivery of them. And believe me, between me and Lorraine and all the group at Sale, We are completely dedicated to making sure that we can get you through this, get you playing online and enjoying it, and make it as comfortable as possible. You will be pushed outside your comfort zone a little bit to get set up in it, but believe me, it's well and truly worth giving it a go, and basically finding another way to enjoy playing bridge while the clubs are down. Also, being able to play bridge online is going to be a skill that is a lot of use for the rest of your time as a bridge player. So I look forward to working with you again, and thanks for watching. It's wonderful to have you on board. Bye for now.